All right. Happy Wednesday. It's July the 23rd, 2025. I'll give everyone a chance to get their notifications. Once you come in, being that this is live, please give us a brief sound check and let us know that you can hear. We will be trans-channeling the Galactic Council of Nine. That's my favorite spirit team that I've been working with since age 5 as a channel. They are 9 streams of consciousness, and there are various representatives that come in and speak, but is something wrong? You're shaking your head.
I'm just trying to find your stuff.
Okay. Just
Keep doing your stuff there.
yeah, giving our facilitator a moment to put up some brief homework, some things like that. Ah, it's been some interesting cosmic energies coming in. We'll talk about that in a moment too. I asked many people on Patreon to put forth some of the deeper questions that were on their minds this month, and as usual, you all did not disappoint. So we've taken all those questions and we'll be going into trance with the council here in a moment. We have Anya here who will be facilitating and answering those questions that you gave us yesterday and today on the Patreon channel. Let's see. Immediately after this channeling, after the council goes deep with these answers for you and these topics, we'll go on over, as we usually do, to the Patreon portal. I'm going to put that link here up in just a minute. Hold on, I just saw it get posted into chat, so I pinned that for you now. And if you want to join us and get more questions answered on my Patreon channel immediately after this, we will do that, and you will see that link come through once you join there. Or if you are already a member, thank you so much, because you are the reason why YouTube is possible, and you are the financial supporters of this channel, and I appreciate you so much, and giving us the opportunity by supporting on Patreon makes this possible to happen here. All right.
Yeah, we've had a few people say that they're free Patreon members. And where's the free stuff? The free stuff is on YouTube.
Yeah.
And the free Patreon page is more of a notification and letting you know about things. And
Yeah.
sometimes we have offers and different things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be getting pissy about it. You know? And to be fair, I think there was a Patreon that actually explained it to her, which was really nice to have that support on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You know, there's so much on the YouTube channel. If
Yeah.
you can actually come to us and say you've done all the practices Pamela has put up for the last 10 years, I'd say, well done, I'll find you something new.
Yeah. Yeah. And then on the Patreon channel, there's so many things that we don't have here that even go deeper into practices and modalities and channeled events. So it's a whole library over there.
There's at least 2 years of a library.
Yeah.
Even
Oh
more,
my
yeah.
goodness. I am doing my one and only, listen up on this one and only ancestral healing masterclass with the Galactic Council of Nine's dominant Lemurian healer. And she represents all of the galactic healing facets and consciousness coming through this council. She's going to come in, not this, is it this weekend? It is this weekend.
It is, yes.
It's coming up so soon. So Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, will be live on Zoom. You can get that class on my website. That class is called Remembering Your Ancestral Mastery. And we will teach this once, like once while I'm alive, people. Never again, because it's deep. And it's easy, it's deep, but it's practical and simple and sacred and beautiful. And, so it's kind of the one opportunity that I'm going to give for the ancestral healing modality. Yeah. Why one and only? Because you shouldn't need more than one. You shouldn't need more than one opportunity to go to that and really get that teaching. And if you're interested in it, that's great. If you're interested in ancestral healing, it's really of utmost priority with everything that's going on in the world right now. If you're not, that's totally okay too. We understand that. So it's I shouldn't have to teach something more than once. Is why if you want it, you're listening, you want the ancestral healing, great. Come to the masterclass and learn how. It's so simple, so easy, so beautiful, so ceremonial, a little bit shamanic, beautiful work, combining a lot of different light codes that connect to the chakra systems, light code that connect to 7 different forms of graces, light codes that connect to other realms of consciousness, parallel versions of you in other lifetimes, or going through dimensional portals in this ancestral work. And it will be this weekend. I will teach it once. Yeah. And
It
it's
will be on resale in time,
in
but
time.
it's
Yeah.
we're always about a year behind with those.
Yeah, we take a while. It's not that we don't put it up later. It's just that we're a small team, so things go up as we find them relevant. Um, we want to give everybody who's live a chance to really come and do this work, this beautiful work with us this weekend. So it's going to be
There's
fun.
just a new listing on the website that will give you all of the past things. We have an awful lot of the alchemy ones up and the Claire's ones. A
Yeah.
lot of people have asked us for those. So they've all gone up in the last week. And it's just that you buy them through the site and then you log in each time and you can watch them and watch them and watch them as much as you want.
Yeah.
They're all in
Yeah,
there.
there are a lot of new master classes up right now, actually. We just refreshed that and gave you guys a lot of different more choices, brand new master classes that you've never seen before unless you were there live. So those are there. We have a new different older types of readings that I used to do maybe back in 2015 that are available once again, like aura and chakra readings, health readings, medical mediumship readings for that, as well as what's something called soul essence channeling, which is really unique to me.
This actually seems to be really close to the
Yeah,
phone.
but people are loving it, and I brought that back because you asked me to, and I just kind of missed it. Just kind of missed sitting with you one on one and talking about those things. So, you asked a lot of powerful questions, so I'm going to get out of the way now and let you talk to the Council of Nine. I'm going to go into a very deep trance, and I'll let Anya take over with your questions that you gave me yesterday and today. And then after that, we'll head on over to the Patreon channel to go deeper. That link is above if you want to join.
And the post will be up just near the end. Once we finish here, we'll put the post up.
Welcome to my channeling.
Thank you, Orlick.
Of course, we have you here today with us.
Very nice to welcome you again. I knew it was you by the look you give me when you come in.
I'm just sensing the room and seeing who's here.
It's me, Orlick. It's
Of
me.
course it is.
How are you keeping? You good?
Are you is more of the question, and all of
You've been
you.
hatching me up for a few nights now. I'm feeling better, thank you.
That's good for that.
We have some questions again, as usual. Can we start asking? And anything that you don't want to answer or whatever, you just tell us, and we'll go from there.
Hmm. Go for it.
Okay. Well, the first series of questions was a follow-up from some questions that you answered for people the last time on time. And they loved all your answers, and they were very straightforward. They've had a little bit of time to think about them, so now they have a couple of more questions. So, the last person said, from the statement you made the last time, the future is something that has already happened. And she would like you to explain a little bit more about that. Because she said she thought our purpose was to expand our experience through creativity. If everything has already been predetermined, how can we expand our experience through creativity?
Consider awareness and consciousness in the realm of creativity to occur concurrently. Consider it to be something that happened all at once In your scientific terms and vocabulary, you would call it something similar to the Big Bang Theory. Everything, everywhere, happened all at once. All of your potentials have already been played out. You have already decided precisely what you will do and why. And all of you did that simultaneously. There is what we call the source consciousness. It begins to break down with the thought of you. In one loving thought of you, or the concept or potential of you, the God mind had a beautiful spark which flickered and fired like neurons in your brain. And if you can consider how beautiful, expansive, and limitless the God mind is, you can get the idea that all of these versions of you are playing out ideas, dreams in your earthly and galactic realities. In many planets, many star systems, and many galactic environments, there are not hundreds or thousands or millions or billions, but there are innumerable, endless versions of you which split off from that original source consciousness all at once. They all had beautiful ideas. And each of them wish to play out those ideas, each of those versions of you. So when you understand that, please understand that creation has already occurred in that one moment. All of your lifetimes, all of your purposes, all of your soul contracts, all of your pains and joys and discoveries have already been discovered. There are masterful components of you who remember that. And there are fractals of the God mind that split off that do not. All of those beings are floating around out there somewhere, and they are all you. But because of the idea, the dream of creation, which occurs in a construct that you call time, you perceive everything to occur in hierarchy and in moments of before, during, and after. You consider creation to be linear, that everything must have a start and a middle point and a death or stopping point. And this is a part of a belief system that is extremely helpful for creative environments to occur. So outside of time, all of these dreams, all of these contracts have already been mastered. You simply don't remember because there is a requirement in separation from source to forget. Some of you call this amnesia. Some call it the veil. And behind veils, you do not see the truth of what we are offering today in the God mind concept. So, in this sense, the more you begin to awaken from this amnesia, this forgetfulness of your mastery, you begin to piece all of your contracts together, all of the various components of you. You begin to remember, but you simply perceive that you are in separation. And time is required for that. It is the beautiful idea and concept that you are expanding that drives you forward. It should give you a sense of relief just to be able to take a deep breath and say, oh, there's no need to worry. Everything is fated. Everything. We can go deeper into that if you wish. But while you are here, because you are in the realm of time, you believe that you are creating something, and that feels true because amnesia has caused you to forget that it has already happened. So you agree to fall asleep and wake up and remember all of these creative moments within the realm and construct of time. And it feels as if you are creating. It's a beautiful illusion, isn't it?
So everything has happened. Everything has been predestined.
Yeah.
Every choice and end point has been made in that one moment, even though time doesn't exist technically, but you know what I mean? Everything has been.
Time is a veil that
And
blocks your remembering
then
your
we
memory.
decided to, oh, sure, let's just forget the whole thing and let's go and wander around again.
It was required.
Was that out of boredom or what was that from?
God loved you so much that in one moment it decided to have a chance to perceive you, not because Source needed to expand its mind or heart. Source is limitless, infinite, omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent,
So you're saying that source is limitless.
limitless.
Okay. If the law of nothing can be created or destroyed is correct, like has creation all the energy that it will ever have, but it's only changed from one form to another. No further expansion.
That's true.
Not limitless. No
That's
further
true.
expansion.
There's no further expansion. Source does not begin or end. It simply is. Only within the realm of time would you perceive Source to expand, or would you perceive yourself to expand because of the veil of amnesia, creating an idea and concept of forgetfulness.
But where's the, I don't know what the word is. Where's the excitement about something that doesn't expand but stays the same, and we play these games like, oh, sure, let's forget about the whole thing and let's try it a different way and see if we still get to the same endpoint.
Do you get tired of playing games? Because if you do, that's called death. And you can opt out at any moment. No one's holding you here. Everyone chooses to be here. This is a gift. Souls are here and many places concurrently. They simply don't recollect those versions of themselves throughout the time-space continuum. But this is not a prison planet, and this unique illusion in this version of Earth, there are many versions of Earth, requires a degree of mastery. And of course, a bored soul would want to be here, experience this. There are other versions of you who already remember everything in the moment. These brief, glorious times come to an end whenever they're meant to. You will automatically remember many versions of you who are at rest, in peace, in divine bliss, in pure joy, and in the deepest agape, divine love possible.
So when we step out of the whatever life that we're in and we've finished our life, let's
That is
say.
the aha moment.
So where does the center point of our soul go? At the moment, we're focused on this particular life. All our focus is
It doesn't
here.
go anywhere. It's already everywhere. What do you mean?
Where does it focus next? Or does it?
It makes a personal decision on what to remember next. And this is where the idea and concept of free will comes in. You get to decide what you're going to remember next. It's not a place to go, although it feels that way because the realm of separation creates that beautiful experience and concept, and you perceive it that way, but you're not going anywhere. You are honing in based upon the degree of mastery in your remembrance and your soul contracts, if you will. That's another idea
Yeah,
throughout the
I was
time.
just going to say that. How can we remember what we want to do next if we
The
can't
soul
remember?
remembers, the soul remembers, but the mind does not.
Okay.
The mind is there under the veil of amnesia. It is created to give you the concept and choice to believe that you are creating it all. Again, this is a level teaching. This is something that can be understood through oneness, through deep awareness, but the mind will grasp and attempt to really grasp straws over and over again about this. It will take a practice trained mind and an open heart to consider this further. You will not just get this or understand this right away because the ego wants to hold you in the ideas and concepts of separation so that your contracts can be met.
I do understand what you're saying. I understand the principles of what you're saying. I do understand how it's all happened at once and all that kind of aspect of it. I just don't understand where the excitement is then.
The excitement's yours. Let me
Yeah.
tell you something about purpose.
Okay.
Purpose in these dualistic realms are nothing. It's neutral. It's neutral.
Okay.
There's nothing to create. There's no purpose given to you. This is a blank slate, a white canvas, if you will, to paint upon. And you are, in this realm, the creators. Playing around and remembering that you have already created it, drawing upon various versions of mastery from various versions of yourselves as you awaken and remember further. And then that painting becomes a beautiful masterpiece. So, in this way, it's important that that journey, that treasure hunt of purpose, is something that you, within your sovereignty, choose to awaken and remember, and that you actively step into life, not passively. You actively choose to go along into the beautiful treasure hunt of purpose, following along with the signs and symbols and synchronicities, and you don't wish to get to the end or have all the answers in advance. That would be more pointless than this. This is a beautiful grand surprise as you awaken, and it should be joyful, mysterious, exciting to play this beautiful game, to remember, and for us to just tell you, okay, here are all the answers, here's all the memory, awaken from the veil, and here it is. That would take away your sovereignty in your experience. It would be like ruining a birthday. You want all the answers? Here it is. Here are all your birthday presents. You feel good now? Here's the end of the movie. Do you feel good now? Do you feel good now? I guess take your popcorn and go to the car. Would that be more exciting for you?
That is funny. That is that's a really well explained answer, Orly. The next part that she had was I'm not sure if you explained this already. She said, "What about free will and manifestation? Do we have any power to change future events?"
Everything has already happened all at once, outside of the realm of time. However, in order to experience creativity and the idea and concept of creativity, you must forget and you must begin to operate within the conditioned human mind, which has programmed into you the concept of before, during, and after. So, in this realm, it feels as if you are manifesting something. Your reaction, your beautiful realms, the colors you choose, and the emotional frequencies with which you paint upon that blank canvas of the soul's purpose is the point. The colors, the various frequencies and vibrations of your emotions and beliefs will paint that beautiful masterpiece, right? So, in this way, even though creation has already occurred outside of the realm of time, you are experiencing within the realm of time, which makes it new and beautiful. And even though it has already occurred in the divine realms, and God itself knows, perhaps a higher dimensional or stronger dimensional presence is experiencing, knows this, the you that is centered into this mind body construct now does not know this, which makes it all fresh and new, and then you pretend to manifest and create from it. And no one can gauge your reactions. Your reactions, how you respond to what has been chosen, what you, well, not by someone else. You chose these in your contracts. How you respond to what occurs is free will. That is the paint that you choose
Okay.
on the canvas.
On the canvas.
Yes.
Another question I was just saying,
Does it make sense? Don't go on yet. Does it make sense? You get it?
I do get it. somewhat. I understand.
How can we help you get it further?
Let's see. So we come back and we just kind of we experience and make different choices
Come back from where? Where did you go?
in between life, and we picked a life then to come back to. Well, not come back to. There's no
You
time.
choose a more mastered aspect of yourself to center into, yes.
Okay, so you always choose a more mastered aspect.
No.
Okay, sorry.
If you did that, what would you learn?
I wouldn't imagine enough, to be honest.
Exactly.
Um, so you come back and you live it a different way. You make different choices to get to the same end goal. Is that what it is?
Indeed.
Okay. Okay.
You live various choices, and we can't say you're going to make different ones. You may choose to still be learning from the same ones. But you're
Okay.
going to experience the ice cream parlor through many different flavors. Would you come back and say, oh, I like chocolate. Chocolate's my favorite. I think this channel would choose peanut butter over and over again if she has the choice. But she would likely get bored. That's a safe choice, right? Who chooses peanut butter? I mean, come on.
She does all the time, or like you know that all the time.
So in this case, maybe next time she would come in and say, okay, maybe we go towards something else.
You never know. Probably she will.
Probably she will.
Yeah.
And probably she will get a taste for that and remember the beauty of that taste. And all of her senses will light up and she will experience that.
Something new.
This is the nature of the soul contract. You could experience the same thing in a different way, with a different direction. You could experience something intensely different because you do not remember it, not because it hasn't happened, but because you do not remember it. And then you could master it a whole new way again.
Okay.
Or perhaps you need to, or you believe you need to master it in the same way.
Okay.
Who knows?
And
You choose that.
is there ever a point where we have mastered everything? Or
What would the point of that be? That sounds boring.
oh, now it's boring, huh?
Of course.
um,
When you get tired of mastery, you center into a place that some call heaven or the resting place, a realm between realms, if you will.
okay.
And you create them differently based upon the mind's experience and what type of unique rest you need. And then you do that. You do that for thousands of years, even. You simply don't remember.
Thousands of kind of Earth years, is that?
Yes,
Yeah.
thousands of Earth years. There's no time there in the resting place, but for here, it could be a very long time you do that.
And then you're like,
And then
oh,
you say,
I can't
oh,
remember what a flower smells like. I can't remember what the trees feel like. I can't remember the
no,
sound
you
of the
do
ocean.
remember everything
I
there.
want to hear it.
You remember everything in
Yeah.
those realms, and then you get to decide what you want to experience next. And trust me, you always do. You've all watched the movie What Dreams May Come with the lovely Robin Williams and his lovely cursing vernacular. Regardless, you can express and understand that they were in heaven for so long. And then one day the little boy and the little girl said, oh, maybe we could do it again. We've already met. We know each other. It's beautiful here. We've rested. And now what? How will I know you? Oh, well, you know, this will make the sandwich or whatever they said.
Yeah.
It's a little like that. Soul
Well,
contracts are similar to that.
okay.
But you do get bored. You can't imagine it. The tired mind, and only a tired mind experiencing a painful vibration, would indeed feel this degree of mind, body, soul exhaustion.
And
But it is a mastery. It is a grad school, not a playground in kindergarten that you are experiencing.
so when you guys do you guys like pass and die the way we do, or is it different from where you are, Aaralyn?
We have already done that. There's no need for that now.
Okay, so
We've already played all of your games because we are future versions of you.
you never die as such. You can't be killed.
Not now.
Okay, I have a lot of them saying the sound is going in and out. I don't even know what to do here, Orlick. Can she give you any advice you can give me?
If the sound is this bad, you must awaken the channel and end the podcast. So we will give you one more chance to say, is it that bad?
Is it bad enough that we need to stop if it is very choppy and going in and out?
And then we end the podcast because there's nothing to do that can correct the live stream. component. Nothing can correct that technically. We just
Sounds
end.
okay for some people. They're telling some people, so some people are giving the advice just to refresh.
If you refresh, you use.
No, no, to the other users, or like, so we're just trying to see how we can get them sorted.
If we refresh, we lose the broadcast.
Okay, what we
Yes.
will do is we will keep going for another little while, and if everybody finds that it's getting really, really bad, then we'll end it. Yeah, a lot of people sound is perfect, sound is good. Keep going, refresh everybody.
Yes, this is probably just a few people's problems, not the majority.
Okay, okay. Um, yes, I'm just wondering about you guys because
We've been through everything that you've been through in the realm of time. And now we operate outside of the realm of time, outside of the causal and astral realms, if you, as you call it, in your creative expansion remembrance. So, in this way, we are mastered components of you.
and can your bodies die, be
At this
injured?
at this point, it's some of us are still playing around in the realm of that expression, but many are
Okay.
not.
And what's that like when they're not? Like, does that mean that they don't die? They just live forever? Ever, 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 ever?
No, no, we can live for in your time, say 200, 300 years, but the death idea and concept is not like you. We don't suffer in the way that you do.
Okay, it's like do you consciously decide then to move and try something different, is it?
Yes,
It's an actual conscious decision.
yes.
Wow. Do you have contracts like we sorry for all these questions, people. I can't get off this one.
No, no, contracts are an expression of third density components and experiencing. We do not have contracts. We simply love you and wish to guide you through these more difficult times. And we have that right to do so because you have collectively decided upon an intervention clause. You used
Okay.
to have a non intervention clause, say, 2 decades ago. But since then, you require intervention in this unique component and realm of Earth. There are 7 realms of Earth
Okay.
that you can experience. This is the most difficult one.
Okay.
So, in this way, you require help. You require gifts from us technologically. You require interventions from your future self. You require soul contract experiences with both positive and negative beings at some point, because otherwise, you do not individually or collectively really remember anything. You don't begin to master yourselves. So, in this way, it's important that you understand you collectively, that means the majority
Okay.
of you decided upon in your belief systems that you required assistance, intervention, and help. So, in this way, we can travel throughout the realms of time. We can do this to assist you because we are you and your soul is our soul, and you have asked for this intervention collectively, which means we are not breaking any universal laws.
I understand. I understand that. That actually makes a lot of sense. So it's only in the last 2 decades that we as a majority have decided that we want intervention.
You've decided that it's very difficult and
Okay.
you want more intervention for mastery and for assistance
Okay.
and help.
Okay. Wow. So up to that, you guys could be there seeing a lot of stuff, but you weren't allowed to intervene to actually help us with anything
True.
until that collective over 50%
Indeed.
actually said, okay, let's get some help.
Ascension is a numbers game in this way. The majority
Okay.
of you must be on the same vibrational wavelength for this to be possible.
Wow. Okay. Um, yeah, that's a fantastic explanation. Or like you were talking about colors just a while back, and I know this has nothing to do with anything, but if our frequencies were to change in the future, would we see different colors or have different colors or
Yes,
make different colors? Do you have different colors than what we have in our world?
yes, and it's nothing that your brains could comprehend
Okay.
because your brains only operate within a certain wavelength and frequency, so you only understand things that come from primary colors.
Wow. Wow. Okay. That's very interesting to know that the colors kind of change. So that's why some people that have near death experiences and those kind of out of body experiences sometimes see different colors that they come back to Earth, but they can't explain to us what the color
The
that
brain
they've
can't
seen.
comprehend
Yeah,
that.
that's why.
It has the limitation of primary colors only.
Okay, wow,
It cannot explain what it holds no reference point toward.
wow, wow, that's really pretty incredible. Thank you for spending so much time with us going through that, Orlick. That was just something that a few people had asked me to try and get more explanation on.
There
So
would be limitless questions about time.
I think we'll be back and forth to it, to be honest. You know?
The brain will wish to understand this, and even though you say you understand it logically and analytically, you hold no reference point for what it feels like to experience it, which is why you keep
Yeah.
asking questions.
Well, we'll keep asking questions as they come up each time. And thanks for your patience with us, Orlick, as always. Um, the next question I have is Astrid Zuckelberger publicly claimed that CERN had a portal through which beings from other dimensions passed. She even alleged one left a scarf as proof. Now,
It's all true.
because
She had the experience.
CERN are denying it, but you're saying that. I was just wondering what the truth is on that. So they
They
are
claim
doing that.
to only operate in particle physics research, but in the sense of particle physics research, of course, you're going to begin to either intentionally or unintentionally
Okay.
open portals.
Okay.
And then good luck attempting to close them if you don't even understand the degree of science that is beyond your own.
That's kind of dangerous, Orlick, is it? What can other beings that,
Mm.
I mean, we've said that we want intervention, but have we defined the kind of intervention we want?
You have left it wide open.
So,
You're so curious at this point about other aspects and versions of you that you'd wish to see anything, whether it be benevolent or malevolent. And the council's job in this way is to protect from too much intervention from malevolent beings, which
okay,
is what we are doing often by correcting CERN's mistakes.
okay, okay, so you guys are watching that as well.
And they'd say, oh, not a mistake. Perhaps just an unintentional deviation of research, and now we do what? Deny it.
So they don't probably even know how they're half opening them, so how could they ever know how to close them?
Precisely.
Yeah, wow. Thank you for explaining that to us. Um, the next question is about the Eiffel Tower. We're just wondering if it's more than just a monument. Was it inspired by Tesla's work?
It was indeed inspired by Tesla's work, and it was originally designed to be a free energy device.
So Tesla was aware that it was being designed by, I think Gustav Eiffel was his name, that he was intentionally designing this. Was Tesla involved with the design, or did Eiffel get to design it the way he wanted?
He sent over the papers and the plans, and all of the engineering was modified so that free energy would not be given to you. It was
Who
held back.
who modified the plans?
The governments, all of the governments and transcriminal organizations who run them in the world decided that it is not financially conducive to them for you to have such free energies. Because
Okay.
what would you do with it? Would it be for harm?
Okay. Wow.
It was designed as a transmitter of such free energies,
So
like a power tower, if you will.
can it still be transformed to be used like that, or is it
No,
just too late
no, those papers have been destroyed.
and designed
Some are in the
benevolent?
Vatican archives, some are in places in your governmental archives, which you will never have access to.
Wow. So if the Eiffel Tower was designed for that, is there other monuments that we don't realize are, what's the big monument that you have in Washington? What's it called? Sorry, people, I'm not actually American. Um, Capitol, although some of those buildings, is there antennas on some of those buildings as well?
Is it useful to know where are we going with this?
That's just sheer idle curiosity.
Idle brains and idle
Idle
questions.
curiosity is all
Where
it
is it
is.
going to take you? You can begin to come together in your local communities and work with local scientists and create your own free energy devices.
Yeah, there's plenty of that open.
Forget about what was done and what wasn't done with some other aspect of you who was a scientist because you cannot get that information. And focusing on how it was withheld is extremely disempowering.
It's just, as I say, just a bit of idle curiosity, but we'll take that as a yes because you were so adamant about it. That there's plenty of other things like that
There
around
are
the world.
plenty of other things that were meant for that,
Yeah.
but what if they are not that now?
No, they're probably not that now. As you say, they've kept everything from us. The designs
What
haven't
is the
changed.
nature of the conversation holding and your learning and growth to know it?
Just to go into my things to know about kind of file. Thank you for
And
that.
then do what? You're the collector of information. What will you do with
I
it?
like to just think on things, or like I'm a thinker. I'm always thinking. I don't need to have a book. I need to have a thought. When I'm sitting in an airport, I need a thought in my head, and then I get to play with it.
Mm.
Thank you for answering all that as well. And then another question was, I'm not sure what this is, or if you might know. It's will OKTA, Octa or Octa, be hacked this year?
There's a strong possibility we'd say that would be around a 76 to 81 percentile.
Well, okay. Um, And then Wes wanted to know, he said, whistleblowers on the UAP issue are facing overwhelming negative repercussions as they come out with their experiences and knowledge. And he says, is whistleblowing coming out the best way to bring forth the information? And how can we support these people more ourselves?
It is coming out the best way, and they are doing what they can to bring the information to you. So you subscribe to their platforms, you support them, you support their platforms financially, and even in your thoughts. That is the best thing you can do at this time.
Okay.
They each have their own unique contracts, just like you. So you
Okay.
cannot prevent some of the more painful things that are occurring as a result to the whistleblowing, but you can begin to come to them in numbers and support them in more numbers so that you protest. If someone begins to, say, disappear off of the scene when they have been very public about certain things, perhaps this demands a protest, perhaps this demands a rally, perhaps this demands a gathering, perhaps this demands more answers, and enough of you come together to get those answers, and you don't leave it.
Okay. Okay. So
You're so easy to forget.
okay, so keep it highlighted and
Keep it highlighted and come together in unity to demand these answers.
okay. That seems like a very good idea.
It's the only thing to change this unfortunate contract that they have is if they have enough support
Okay,
from you.
that's a very good point. Thank you for that. Um, the next question was from Michelle. She said, things are changing fast by the day sometimes and by the hour. And does this fast moving energy stay with us through 2025?
It is changing fast because you are very quickly determining your own paths and what works for you collectively and what doesn't. And when your world begins to cycle old information to you as if it's brand new and wonderful, you give it the and you say, no, I don't take that. I don't take that same thing, that costly thing that you're offering to me as if it's the cat's meow, so to speak. You began to say, you know what, you've offered me this terrible red velvet cake for over 2 decades, and we want something different now, and we demand it.
Okay,
So if you want change, you create it.
I understand. Yeah, thank you for that
These
again.
energies are moving quickly
Okay,
because you are changing your minds that quickly, collectively. As a human society, you are changing your minds. You are starting to be very tired of so many concepts of conditioned programs, religious programs, political programs,
okay,
even these programs, spiritual programs, you're tired of them too.
yeah,
So
okay,
you're tired of this power over power under concept. It is a large soul contract for the majority of the 9 billion of you who are present. So, in this sense, when you tire of it, you begin to act out. You begin to put your foot down. You begin to do something differently. And if enough of you are doing that, then you experience a shift in time that makes things appear as if time is moving fast. It isn't. You are remembering more quickly, thereby experiencing more quickly.
so more and more people are making the choice that they want change,
They're done.
and that's what's
Most
causing
of
it.
people are done. Can you
Okay.
blame Of course you can't. Of
No,
course you've done.
I
So if
understand
you're
that. Yeah.
done, you begin to do things differently, and that changes things very quickly.
Okay.
And that's why the energy feels rather rapid because many changes have occurred.
Yeah.
These systems keep throwing the same old red velvet cake at you, right? The same old things.
See.
Or
Yeah.
maybe they're throwing a mud pie and pretending it's German chocolate cake. I don't know, but
Well, they could be throwing an old like sponge cake in the corner and trying to distract me from the velvet cake.
there's a little bit of that as well. But all of those games are tired games.
Yeah, I
They're not
understand.
tried and true games. They're tired, exhausting games, and you know their plays by now. You know everything in the playbook, and you
Yeah.
are done with it.
People are done with it. Yeah.
Of course, so they do
totally.
something different, then you react differently because you know that play too. Then they throw
Yeah.
something new at you and you react differently. You know all the plays.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's good that there's more and more people starting to be in the majority, so then changes can happen. Um, Ben would like to know, can you give us a prediction on the Yellowstone eruption? He said many herds of animals have been seen leaving the area.
Okay, this is a misperception. So, if I were to say to you the obvious, that your climate is changing rapidly, you understand that is an effect. It is not a political belief system. This is science. This council falls on no side of any political fence, but look at the science for yourselves. It is undeniable that climate change is happening because of unique electromagnetic frequencies. And the core of Earth is changing. There are so many things changing which disturbs the geomagnetic alignment of Earth. The poles are in the process of an incremental shift. It's a slow pole shift happening. So in this way, the animals get confused about the seasons of migration, the seasons for mating, the time to roam and to be nomadic creatures as they are, the time to be still, because the poles are shifting and it confuses them. So they are migrating sooner than usual, some of them. Some of them are migrating right on time. But either way, you are becoming more aware of this as these changes are occurring. And the animals seem confused, not because anything is coming in that sense. It's just that the poles are shifting and they respond with confusion. Their cycles change, they react differently.
Oh, that
Okay,
makes a lot of
but
sense.
no, Yellowstone is very stable right now and there's no imminent problem.
Okay. So the animals are just reacting like the way our planes are reacting and falling out of the skies.
Some are falling out of the skies and then you blame and cover it up and say pilot error, aka India. Some are simply experiencing near misses and things of that alignment because you do not know how to affect the general navigation systems in air traffic control. You do not know how to really work with these geomagnetic changes because it affects everything. And then your systems for navigation are thrown off.
When's the last time that we had a pole shift that's as significant as this one, or like?
686,000 years ago.
Whoa! Wow, that's a very precise number.
It is.
Wow, that's
You asked for it, the number.
yeah, that's it's actually amazing that you can be surprised with it. With it. That's wow. That's
But that was a bigger shift, not an incremental shift.
oh, that was like okay, that was like bang,
Yes.
as opposed
You
to
have incremental shift
these are
now,
little ones.
so that you will not have outright auto destruction everywhere all at once. You have
Okay.
some major events here and there that are really harsh, but we cannot have it in the same way because that is not the contract for the collective of humanity at this time.
So we have never flown planes in an environment where the poles have shifted before on Earth.
Not that you can recollect or
That, yeah,
remember.
that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
In like with our little brains and our little lives at the moment, or like
And within the veil of
yeah,
amnesia, you are not awakened to the memory of how
yeah,
to do this successfully.
yeah. Okay, well, you got to send us down someone that can figure it out first.
No, it's not like that.
That was a joke, Corey. um, thank you for explaining all that to us. That was really, really cool.
Indeed.
Um, we're just going to try one or two more questions here, and then we're going to head over to Patreon. Kathleen had a very interesting question. She said a predominant former U.S. Assistant Secretary, Catherine Austin Fitz, has been sounding the alarm that the ones in charge are setting us up to have a mass unemployment. And she'd like to know what we can do to ensure financial abundance and to ride out this crazy wave that we're on.
You are beginning to no longer require those same systems financially.
Okay.
So, in the sense, the way that you will employ yourselves and work together in barter trade systems is shifting. It is becoming more interdependent, less dependent upon other large organizations for financial abundance. Abundance can be self created. So, in this sense, she's telling the truth, of
Okay.
course. It's not so much that people plan that or that they're aware of it. They're just, how should we say it, too ignorant to understand what the effects of their plans will be in the government. So, in this way, they aren't purposely setting you up for that, of course. They want financial success for everyone, but they are not intelligent enough to understand how to make that happen.
Okay.
So, in that sense, the systems are falling apart because you have been collectively and individually complaining about these systems for the past two Earth cycles. So, in that sense, you want a change.
Okay.
Those systems must crush, or you will continue to rely upon them. So, if you're worried about unemployment, create employment that is dependent upon you and others, that you understand how to enter into a trade barter system, that you understand what people are going to want when they no longer have those kind of jobs. Well, some will remain dependent upon systems and expect all sorts
Mm.
of interesting supports, and the governments cannot financially afford to give those supports anymore.
Okay.
Your governments are run dry financially.
Yeah.
So, in that sense, you will be really wide open to the same thing that you were wide open to experience in COVID. Remember, so many of you were like, I wish I would just get fired. So then I would have to follow my purpose and find my own employment. And then I would have to follow my dream. And then whew, it happened. And you're like, oh, wait, not like that. I didn't want it like that. I still wanted all the safety and security and comfort of these old systems, even though they're really not working for me anymore. And I'm very pissed off.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You can't have it and eat it too with the cake. Is that the statement you guys make?
Yeah, you can't have your cake and eat it.
Yes, that's it.
Spot on.
Okay. So in this case, if you want to change, you must close doors to open others.
Okay.
Those systems must break and fall apart, and they are breaking and falling apart. But you have not created new systems for abundance and security in place of them yet. So, chop chop, get with it.
Okay. I understand what
You
you're
don't
saying.
want to wait. You don't want to wait and complain and wait and complain and wait on something to happen to you or for you. Create what you want. This gives you the opportunity, and we give you this warning now so that you are
Okay.
not surprised when it happens.
Okay.
Because this is within the next decade that this is happening.
Okay. I understand.
Your children will be affected. You will be affected. Your grandchildren will be affected. But we have high hopes that some of you will figure it out quicker.
Yeah.
But if you're waiting on these systems to just come back to you, you want the old normal to come back. No, that's not what you collectively want.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want something different. So why are you waiting on it? Create something different before the rug is pulled out from underneath you again.
Okay.
Do it now.
Okay, that's really good advice. Thank you so much for all your questions and or all your answers to all our questions, Orlick. We always love hearing from you. And we love the way that you answer us so honestly and straightforward, and we're able to understand your answers. Um, we can you bring back Pamela to us? We see you again soon.
Bye bye.
Bye, Orlick.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, that was pretty cool,
Are we complete?
as Orlick would say.
Yeah.
He's still in there rattling around in your head, I think.
Always. You can't channel and have it ever just go away, right? This guy's just become a part of you. All right, guys, we're gonna head over to Patreon and give patrons a
Well,
chance to go
I'm gonna
deeper.
start putting that. I haven't got the post up
We don't
now.
have the post up,
I'm
but
literally
within
putting
like
it up
10,
as
15 minutes, we'll have it up and we're gonna grab some water and,
when Pamela's channeling, I'm watching the chat, I'm asking the questions and trying to post. So I'm gonna have it up just this minute for you. Don't worry.
yeah,
It's on the way.
yeah. All right. And we will see you guys over there in just a